Okay, so we're back. Here I am in the starter mission. This is going to be a introductory tutorial video on how to build a prefab in Blockabout. I'm in starter mission, like I said. It's very basic. It is just a starter room with no sky, no anything. So just as a quick aside here, let's just go to our library mission and we're going to put in a scatter sky. Now it's going to say, do you want to override the sun? And I'm going to say yes. We're just going to call this the sky, the new sky. Alright, and then hit create. And then we have a sky. Isn't that pretty? And there's a sun up there. Alright, now that we've got some light, I'm going to go back to my data blocks and build a block wall. I covered this in one of the earlier tutorials about building walls. Let's build this one out of brick. So, we have a brick wall. Our grid snapping is turned on, so it makes it nice and easy to snap this right to the ground plane. Now I'm going to build a quick little wall. What we're going to do here today is show you how to build a really simple fort to hide behind. Now in the game, you're going to be able to just pop this in as a prefab instead of having to build it on the battlefield. So all I'm doing here is selecting each object, holding shift, and holding shift does a duplication of it. Now I can drag two at a time, make this job go quicker. But in this case I only want to have one block because I'm making a fort where I want to have gun sights. So that's what those little ports are going to be, is for aiming your gun out, right? So we already got two walls done. I could make this job really easy and just do this. We're just holding control down now to select multiples. Alright, I think I've got them there. Now if I hold shift, that'll duplicate that whole wall nicely. So let's just put that there. And then on the outside I think we're going to need some bricks. No, that's got it. That looks good. Alright, so we're going to come back over here, and we could actually do the same with the other wall on the other side here. But I think for now we're just going to go with the three-walled trick, so you have a way to get in. And it's well, let's go ahead here. We can make a doorway. As long as your doorway is one unit wide, your player will be able to get through. So let's just do this, drag this over there and leave a 1 unit opening. I should be able to get through that. Yep. So there we are. There's our little fort object. So you go in here and you can like shoot out these gun sights. Now say you wanted to drop this on the battlefield, you want to save this interesting little level, little unit to put in your level. So you go and you select all these TS statics that you've placed, right? Right there like that. I've got them all grouped. You can make sure you have them all by just trying to move them. Yeah, it's moving all at once. So we'll snap that down to the grid. Now you click up here. This is generate a prefab. And then it's asking you where you want to save this prefab. So you just go and you're going to put it in user prefabs and file it wherever you like. You know, it could be under buildings. It could be all fort. You know, I built a fort granite here. I could call this fort brick. And then you save it. And what that'll do is zoom. Now it's a prefab. And you can see it's just a single object. And as a single object, it can be moved around. You can turn. You can go here to library, prefabs, user prefabs. And I know why I saved it in a different folder than I'm actually playing the game in, so it's not going to show up there. But if you'd save this in the game that you're playing, it would be there, it would be available for you to drop into place. So it's really that simple to make a prefab. Now the trick is, in your mission, if you're going to place prefabs in a mission before you play it, when you place a prefab on the battlefield, something like, you know, I'm here, I'm building my level, I'm going to go to prefabs and I'm putting a brick house in. There's the nice brick house prefab. I made that and included it in the game. It's basically just really simple. There we go. Put that there. You can try to put this on the grid and see if we're able to add glass to it, for instance. But since I didn't have glass in the original prefab, I don't know how easy that's going to be to add glass to something that may or may not be on the grid right now. We'd have to try it. But the idea is, anyways, when you're placing these prefabs, they show up as prefabs in the scene. And when you're playing a multiplayer game, if these things are in the game as prefabs, they could cause a problem. So you just use this explode prefab, and that makes them all individual statics. And I can do the same with this prefab. And then I would save my mission. And then when I play the mission, these are all individual objects. Granted, that makes it hard to move them around again, but all you would have to do is open the mission up, go here, in your exploded prefab. It keeps them all in sim groups, right? So you could then do this, make them a prefab again, you know, just save it over the same one, Fort Brick. Yes. Now it's a prefab again, you see. Now you can move it around easily. So, you know, you can go to and from prefabs, in and out of prefabs, as long as in the mission, when you go to save it, it's exploded. Then it'll not cause as many problems to the multiplayer. So that's about it for prefabs. We'll do another video tutorial. I think next we'll cover moving platforms. Thanks for watching.